I want to say like good job for sticking through the whole thing, and you crushed it. You worked hard. It's a I know it's a course that there's a lot to do and there's a
Yeah,
lot
it's a
to work
lot to
on.
take it.
And that's the goal, of course, but it's also, it takes commitment from the student, and you definitely showed up every time, and there's like, so it was awesome. Um, if we go back to the very beginning, I don't know if you have a recollection of what it was. Sometimes it's like, wait, what was I like before? Because now I see 4 5 1s everywhere, but before I didn't even know what a four was, and then before
Mm,
that I didn't even know. I wasn't really clear on what a minor versus a major pentatonic was, and then before that I
yeah.
didn't even really clearly know how to navigate my fretboard and how to find my shapes and how to lay things over the cage system, break down my triads, know where my chord tones are on the fretboard. So yeah, it's a pretty massive improvement when it comes to your conceptual understanding of music.
Oh
So
yeah.
how do you feel about that? Does that how do you
I yeah, no, I feel like exactly everything you said. I felt I knew a couple things and then I couldn't really expand much beyond that. Like I didn't realize the cage system was you can really know all your scales from it, you can know all your chords from it, you can know all your triads from it. Like you can it is a map for the whole fretboard. There is the chord progressions like the cadences. I didn't even know what a cadence was. I never heard that word before. And like how you resolve. I kind of knew I guess a little bit about building tension, but not how to do it when you want to resolve. Modes obviously were completely over my head. I had no idea how to use them other than like I said, it was you're taking a G major and you're a different starting point. I
yeah.
didn't. I knew bits and pieces. Like I think earlier on, I knew a little bit more, and you were helping me piece things together. And then as the course went on, it was more and more like, okay, this is stuff I've never gotten into or learned properly or knew anything. And I think, like I remember you said that when I first talked to you, your goal was, it's not like 2 years of lessons. It's the tools to understand the guitar and know where things are and know how to use them. And I do think that I now have tools that obviously I still need to go back and touch on and reread and practice more. But I feel like I can look at a piece of music or try to compose my own music and have a better idea of what I'm doing and not just be guessing and be like, oh, that sounds good. Why does it sound like I knew in the base or the pentatonic there were certain notes that I would add in and
Yeah.
I'd be like, that sounds good. It sounds like it kind of fits. But that one note down, that sounds like shit. That one doesn't work, but this one works. I didn't know why,
Yeah.
but now I can see. Oh, it's because it probably was a note from the natural minor scale or a mode or something.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I feel like I still have a lot more practice to do in technical ability and yeah, reading more music. But yeah, I feel like I can read something and go back to my notes and understand what it is. Like I
Awesome.
feel way more. And my wife complimented me too. She said my playing sounded better.
Oh, there we go.
She's like, I heard you playing the other night. She's like, that was really good. Because before I was practicing, and she'd be like, you're practicing that same thing over and over. And now she's like, I heard you play the other night, and it was really good. And I was like, that means a lot because I don't play in a lot of. I'm always nervous, like in front of playing in front of other people, and I want to be more confident in my playing ability. I can play in front of people. So yeah, I, I,
Yep.
I feel like I knew nothing before, and at least now I know some things, and can apply it.
Man, that really, the wife is the ultimate test, huh?
Yeah. She's like, I want you to play guitar more often now. And I got a little kid, like I want her to grow up around music too, right? Like I want her to hopefully take an interest in it as she grows up. So
And now you can teach her, right? The real way, like
yeah, yeah.
that she doesn't have to like go through the whole like not
No, I'll
knowing
give her
what
your
the hell's
book.
happening, right?
I'll
And
give her your book. She can read that.
yeah, or whatever instrument she chooses too, like that's the cool thing, right? And whatever
Yeah,
instrument you choose, like you take up a piano, you take up any other instrument,
yeah. It
the
applies
same
to yeah,
here.
not just guitar. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Oh man, that's yeah, it means a lot to me. I'm super stoked that's how you feel, because that's exactly how I want my students to feel on the other side of it. So anytime I hear these things, and especially the wife validation, I'm
mm.
like,
It's so random. I can't believe like you just messaged me out of the blue. I'm like, who the fuck's this guy? Like I only had Instagram because I was trying to message a buddy to get a tattoo. That's the only reason I even created it, and then it led to
Yeah.
something
And
so
that,
unpredicted. I found that part weird, but anyways.
it kind of shows that sometimes you got to just go for it, sometimes
Yeah,
like
I
it's
was like, fuck, I buy all these pedals and have all this gear, and I'm like, be nice if I could use it a little more and better.